only reason I told you this story was all the time I was pushing one thing, which is nothing is right, nothing is wrong. It's not that you are going to do an MBA because it is better than something else. It's about you, it's not about MBA. So even if it's a BTech, even if it's an MTech, even if it's a job, the only thing which is going to take you to the top is whether you have the power in it to beat the rest, no matter what field you are. So only thing which I want from you is that wherever you are, you just give your best shot in each and everything. Nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Now comes the part of MBA. I'll just write it like this. MBA. Now, the MBA has a B in it. What is that B for? Business. So of course, no matter whatever your reasonings are, cannot be without this particular aspect. Right? So once you say MBA, you have to first know that you are talking about a business. Then will come the reasoning that why being associated with a business is more, let's say, fruitful than being associated with a particular process. Tell me one thing which is not a business. Tell me one thing in the world which has not come to you because of business. One thing without business which has come to you. Anything? No. So what makes this as an overall field, first of all, is you say it's a wide arena. Somebody said that, right? That's more opportunity. So now can you see why is it a more opportunity? Once you talk about an engineer, you are talking about suppose you are a computer engineer or an electronics engineer, you are talking about your own field. But that engineering is also a part of one business. Even this pen which I am holding will have certain engineers in that company, either in the manufacturing part or wherever. But then again, this has come to me from where? A business only. So automatically, by doing this MBA, I make myself to become a part of any particular productive system. Now comes that my interest, somebody said I'm interested or I'm not interested in engineering, that is why. So once you are saying that your interest lies in doing an MBA, it has to come from your interest in business. So you have to tell me what business is. What do you mean by a business? What is a business? Anything, I mean just kind of say even the layman's definition would do for the time being. What is a business?
Earning profit between buyer and seller.
Earning profit.
Earning profit. So goal of the business is to earn profit. Pretty correct?
Earning profit from the least available resources.
Earning profit from the least available resources. Very good. All of us agree? You said something interface between buyer and seller. No, but buyer and sellers are also part of the business. So it is not something in between, but buyer and seller also become a part of the business. How many of you have got iPods with you? Anybody who has got an iPod? Or cell phone, music? Almost all of you. Why have you got for yourself an iPod?
Listen to streaming.
It's obvious for listening to my interest, which is music. You want to keep those songs all the time handy with you, and so you have an iPod. So why do I want business? For a similar purpose like having an iPod. It's an iPod which I have kept in my pocket. I know I will have the music all the time with me. So you want business so that you can have the profit all the time with you. So just as iPod is a set of scientific process involved and packed into one, a business is again nothing but in broad terms a process which you want to keep, which can fetch you profits. And that process's part is what you are actually interested in. Some of you said marketing. You said marketing, right? So what interests you is the marketing aspect of the business. That means there has to be a lot of aspect to business, and we should be able to see what are those various aspects. I want the names from you only. Marketing is one of it. Finance is one of it. Yes.
Resource.
Human resource, HR. Yes, yes. Production. Operations. Then there are certain sectoral management issues. Decision making is not let's say sector actually, but it's a requirement wherein in all of it you would be needing certain amount of decision making skills. Telecom management, have you heard of it? Advertising again. So again, marketing and advertising are related, but they are not the same. So once you have a business, just as you have iPod, you have songs, you have a business, you have these. And once you talk about anything which has to do with a business, has to talk about these. Once you talk about doing a master's in business administration, you're talking about gaining knowledge in either the general field, all of it, and specific into one which is kind of your area of interest. So this is what you are choosing now. Once you say MBA, then remember that you are picking any one of these reasons to do the business. Suppose I have to sell this pen. I bought it for 100 rupees. Then I sell it at 120 rupees. To you only. So that means I made a profit of 20%, 20 rupees. I needed all this process to be with me only. All of these was me because I was to sell only one pen. But now suppose I have 1 lakh pens and I decide that I'll keep the pricing as 105 only. That means I'll still be making 5 lakhs. This is my reason to sell, to make that extra 5 rupees. So automatically what I am bringing here is the whole business process only. To sell, I need to know where I have to sell. 1 lakh customers I have to find, means at least there will be a certain losses considering 10 lakh customers I have to reach. Finance, now to reach the 10 lakh customers I have to do a lot of planning wherein how I have done this calculation of 105, I need to know that I am making something for me also and that the process is also running successfully. So these are the kind of decisions that are dependent on this financial guy. Now HR, those set of people who are coming to me as a part of the team have to be the ones who are the committed and can deliver. So that means HR processes also have to be in total place. And those people also have to be kept motivated all the time. So I'll be recruiting certain people who are specific into how to manage the human resources only according to their strengths and weaknesses. Operations again, suppose there is somebody who is coming up with the data from the marketing field and that data is getting stacked up. There is no way in which I am keeping a tab on where my sales are going, where my revenues are coming from, so that I could decide which area to focus on, which area not to focus on. So that means there has to be a lot of operations work which needs to be taken care of, also the internal organization's operation. If post A requires something from post B, then there has to be some kind of bridge between them, which is ensuring that the communication or the let's say exchange happens pretty smoothly. Right? So we need operations. And then again, rest of it also will automatically, you see, as you keep on growing, those similar smaller processes will keep on being added into that business. So this is what you are choosing actually. Right? So once you say MBA karna hai, so you are either talking about any one of these processes or a general management course only. So now the question will come, how do I do it? Now that I know what an MBA is, what is it going to give me? Opportunities apart, where should I be doing it from? There are around 3,000 or more colleges in the country. But that means everybody, of course, is, somebody asked today that if I do an MBA and get around 15,000 rupees, what is the use of it? So why should you do an MBA from a college which fetches you 15,000 rupees is my question. Once you have time in hand, then why should you do that? It's like you should target only those colleges which are the top 30. Otherwise, you even don't need to prepare for the rest of those colleges. So once you are talking about